Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone. For drivers who want to get the most out of their cars, it's Bridgestone or nothing. Dow Automotive Systems, improving durability and increasing design flexibility with Betamate structural adhesives at dowbetamate.com. And by Hyundai. Experience the 2011 Hyundai Sonata today at HyundaiSonata.com.
This is Autoline Daily for July 19, 2011, and here is what's happening right now in the automotive industry. The White House and automakers are warming up for a big fight over where the next round of fuel economy standards should be set. Stephen Chu, the U.S. Secretary of Energy, was in Detroit yesterday to talk up battery developments for electric cars. That's because the Obama administration is counting heavily on electric cars to meet its proposed CAFE standard of 56.2 miles per gallon. But even Secretary Chu admits that there's only a 50-50 chance batteries will be plentiful and affordable by 2021. And he is a battery optimist. There's been a slew of slowdowns and cancellations in the EV world lately. JCI wants to back out of its battery joint venture with Saft. Renault has delayed construction of its battery plant in France. And there's rumors Nissan will delay building EVs and batteries in the U.S. Secretary Chu also visited battery maker A123's plant in the Detroit area to celebrate their hiring their 1,000th employee. But so far, the Department of Energy has granted $249 million to A123 to make batteries in Michigan. That means it has cost $249,000 to create each of those jobs. Now that cost may drop over time, but it certainly calls into question whether electric cars will be cost effective anytime soon. Daimler's Smart brand is going nowhere, but that's not stopping the company from pushing forward. Building on what Roger Penske and his team did, Daimler is merging Smart dealerships into Mercedes-Benz dealerships. We tracked down Ernst Lieb, the president and CEO of Mercedes-Benz USA, at the 2012 M-Class launch by a river in Montana, and here's the latest.
Roger had a network of 75 dealers, 50 of them were Mercedes-Benz related and 25 were other brands related, not in our family. We have, after discussions with these 25 dealers, taken them out of the network. Roger has done that, and we've added 25 Mercedes-Benz dealers in these markets where we need the coverage. So we started on July 1st with a total of 75 Mercedes-Benz dealers, and we are foreseeing that we probably in the next 2-3 months have about 100 Mercedes-Benz dealers carrying Smart.
Sounds like Mercedes is trying to do what BMW did with Mini, that is, create a desirable and profitable sub-brand. But we don't see that happening until Smart gets its new products based on a platform from Renault. A new study from the Highway Loss Data Institute says the Volvo XC60 gets into fewer low-speed crashes than competitors, thanks to the company's crash avoidance system, which it calls City Safety. HLDI analysts compared insurance claims for the 2010 XC60 with City Safety to other midsize luxury SUVs and to other Volvos. They found that insurance claims were down 27% compared to other midsize SUVs. Claims for injuries were down by half. City Safety helps drivers avoid low-speed crashes by using an infrared laser to monitor the area in front of the vehicle when traveling at speeds of about 2 to 19 miles an hour. The car will automatically put on the brakes to prevent a crash if the driver does not react. To cut down traffic jams in Midtown Manhattan, the city installed electronic sensors and cameras in a 110-block area so technicians can regulate traffic. The technology will allow traffic engineers to identify congested areas and control traffic lights to free up traffic. The system only cost $1.6 million to install, and I love this idea. Instead of leaving it up to individual motorists, controlling traffic flow as a system will have a dramatic improvement that will also improve fuel economy and reduce accidents. One would-be Norwegian car napper found out the hard way that nothing runs like a deer. Autoblog reports the man in question tried to snag himself a Mercedes-Benz E-Class, but a nearby farmer caught wind of the illicit activity and put his tractor-mounted forklift to good use. The steel skids impaled the front of the car, and some quick hydraulic action had the Benz airborne. Tourists got everything on video. But what I don't understand is why the crook sat in the driver's seat until the Scandinavian constabulary arrived. I guess it doesn't take a PhD to be a thief. Remember, kids, crime doesn't pay.
I'm Seamus McElroy in High Row in Las Vegas, and coming up, a look at the updated version of the Hyundai Genesis.
I got this one, old man.
For drivers who want to get the most out of their cars, it's Bridgestone or nothing.
Hyundai just introduced the latest version of its luxury sedan, the Genesis. The 2012 model has been upgraded and has more features. Seamus McElroy filed this report.
Las Vegas is the home of big dreams, luxury hotels, and just about high-end everything. In other words, the perfect spot to check out the updated version of Hyundai's luxury sedan, the Genesis. The 2012 model features a refreshed design and improved engines. Direct injection is added to the 3.8-liter V6, boosting its output 15% to 333 horsepower. And thanks to other improvements, its fuel economy is slightly better too. The Genesis is still offered with a 4.6-liter V8, but new for 2012 is a 5-liter V8 with direct injection, available on the new R-Spec model. This is the most powerful Hyundai engine ever with 429 horsepower. Fuel economy for this engine is 16 miles per gallon in the city and 25 on the highway. Also new under the hood is an 8-speed automatic transmission developed in-house by Hyundai. As I mentioned, a new model called the R-Spec is added to the lineup. In addition to the new 5-liter V8, it also has its own unique touches.
Yeah, the R-Spec has exclusively for the R-Spec is a 5-liter GDI V8 engine. It has the 19-inch premium machined alloy wheels. It has a R-Spec optimized suspension, steering, and transmission tuning. It also has dark chrome headlamp inserts that help kind of distinguish it from other vehicles. And it has subtle R-Spec floor mats as well as an R-Spec badge in the rear of the vehicle.
The R-Spec isn't all that's new. The standard Genesis also features an updated exterior.
Yeah, one of the key changes that we've made to the vehicle is the adoption of LED headlamp accents, which is shown in the vehicle behind me, as well as a larger front air intake opening, and of course some subtle enhancements to the chrome trim as well, and a revised front grille. And to the rear of the vehicle, we've adopted a dual asymmetrical exhaust tips, as well as a revised rear combination lamps. You'll also notice a deeper rocker side panels, as well as a new 17-inch wheel design.
The 2012 Genesis is also available with a number of safety features, including electronic stability control, 8 airbags, active head restraints, and a newly developed lane departure warning system. The starting price for the V6 is just over $35,000. The 4.6-liter V8 starts at just over $45,000, and the R-Spec with the 5-liter V8 is just over $47,000.
Thanks for that report, Seamus. Hey, did you know that Henry Ford actually started the $5 day back in 1913? Not because he was a benevolent visionary, but because the turnover at his factories was so high, he needed to bribe the workers to stay on the job. The moving assembly line created such an alienating working environment that people hated to work in the plants. So is there an alternative to the moving assembly line? That's the topic on Autoline After Hours with former GM employee and author Tom Crum. His book, What is Good for General Motors, proposes a new way to make cars. Join me and the auto extremist Peter DeLorenzo for the best insider discussion this Thursday night on AAH. And that's today's report on the top news in the global auto industry. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.